Stop recording. Voiceover off.
Hello guys and welcome back to Bubble Burst. And today I'm going to be doing some different demonstrations for you guys. Let's get started. So the first one is going to be how to inject some medication to your patient. The second one will be how to give a patient an oral medication. And the third one will be how to give an IM injection, so intramuscular. And I'll be talking about the different types. It should be about a 10-minute video I planned, so if you guys have any comments or suggestions, comment below and let me know. Thanks. Let's get started right after this. Okay, so I have my patient, and today we're going to be giving them oral medication. That's the first one I'll start with. So I'll get my syringe and I'll draw up the appropriate dose. So this patient has to get some oral Tylenol because she's not old enough to take tablets. Do not give a tablet to a baby. It's very dangerous. So I've prepared my medication. Now if your patient had something wrong with their blood pressure, you could give them oral liquid amlodipine for baby. But for adults, they can take pills, that is fine. So, this is our patient, Jane. Let me introduce you to her now. And then her dose of Tylenol is 10 milliliters to control pain. This is the syringe. I'll point it at the camera so you can see it. That's the syringe. It has a cap on it currently. To break that, you would just pull the cap, and then you would do that. So we're gonna give this. Now the patient already knows what's going on, and I've provided my teaching. So I'm gonna wash my hands and give the medication. I'm gonna use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. If you have a sink, that works too. So rub this in your hands until it dries, even areas where there's paper cuts. Provide patient privacy. Then you're gonna pull your cap. It pulls off like this. Okay? Good. So now we're gonna put it in the patient's mouth and have them swallow. Okay, so that's the oral medication. The next one we're going to need a needle for. And we're going to be giving we're going to be giving an injection, a sub-Q injection of insulin into the thigh. enter my dose, and I'll show you what's needed for this. You'll want a sub-Q needle. Now, don't freak the patient out with the needle, because that's the last thing you want. You should be sitting to do this. Okay, here's the needle. Looks like this. It's a 1 ml syringe. The patient's not diabetic. This is just for an example, but it's not gonna harm them. Their body will get rid of it. Supplies for this include the needle that we attach to the syringe, which I have. You'll need an alcohol wipe, which I'll just pretend. Sorry guys, I'm just demonstrating, so I don't want to waste supplies. And then you'll need the medicine. So you draw it up, 1 ml, and so this is basically what you use, and you are gonna wash your hands again. Rub this in your hands really good. You'll want to rub it until it's dry. And don't wipe it on your patient. There's alcohol wipes for cleaning the skin. Don't use hand gel. Okay? It's not dry, so I have to rub it a bit more. Getting in the nooks and crannies of my hands. Being sure that I don't miss a beat. Hey Google, skip this song.
Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray.
Hey Google,
Spray. Wipe.
skip this ad. Sorry about that, guys. I was using it as
Something went wrong. When you're ready, give it another try.
Sure, you're familiar with the Google Assistant. Okay, my hands are clean. Now I need to select the spot where I want to do it, which is the thigh. So there's a shield and a cap on your needle to keep it sterile. So, hey Google, next song. Okay, so we have it. I'm gonna do my injection, which is in the thigh. And I'm gonna go right thigh. And you can take this and discard it in your sharp spin. So, next we're gonna do an IM, and then I'll give you a couple more demonstrations of the oral. So an IM stands for intramuscular. The patient has to get their pneumonia shot. So I draw it up from the vial, and I'll attach a needle. Being sure I provide hand hygiene through all of this. And you can use a smaller needle because it's intramuscular, so you don't need as big as a needle. This is the one that I have here. This is the syringe. Okay. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna give it in the forearm of the non-IV hand. injection, that's where you inject underneath the skin. A IM injection is an intramuscular injection, and you inject that in the muscle. An oral medication is where you're giving it through the mouth, and the patient's gonna swallow it. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video and you found it helpful. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe and share with your friends. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Stop recording. Back.
Hey, Google, no more music.
Can't stop recording.